Recently, Lumension Security commissioned the 2008 Security Megatrends Survey. This was conducted by the Ponemon Institute and talked to IT security professionals and IT operations professionals about some of the megatrends in both business and technology that are having impact on security within the organization. The survey differentiated workforce mobility from workforce devices in that where people work, they may be using desktops or laptops, but they could be inside the organization, outside the organization. They may use a combination of desktops and laptops, but nonetheless, as a mobile workforce, they are in different locations and not necessarily within the confines of the normal, typical corporate network that we all think of as, what we need to secure. In order for companies to be more competitive, they're all depending upon a mobile workforce. Whether it's contractors, it's salespeople out on calls, it could be engineers going to conferences or working remotely with other engineering groups. We all have to understand that in order for companies to maintain their competitive stance in their respective industries, a mobile workforce is absolutely key. The challenge is how do you manage a mobile workforce and maintain a reasonable level of security? One of the key findings that the report had was that with respect to security risks posed by mobile devices, the number one concern is the inability to properly identify and authenticate remote users, and that possibly sensitive or confidential information might not be properly protected or backed up. So in terms of managing security for a mobile workforce, what are some of the recommendations? Well, there's three areas: the human, the machine, and the software. Looking from a human standpoint, you definitely have to have some sort of identity management system that identifies who's logging in, ensures that they have proper credentials, but also ensures that it's not an onerous system that the employees will start to try to bypass or will impact productivity. So from a machine standpoint, we have to look at some new technologies, ideas like network access control, or being able to always make sure that you're running consistently vulnerability scans within your network so that you can see that people that you have authenticated, what vulnerabilities actually exist on their machines. And lastly, what about the software itself? Is the software that's running on that machine software that's authorized in your organization? You need to look at application inventory, application management, application control, all key applications that you should be looking at to manage this security risk in 2009. From a mobile devices standpoint, what are we looking at and what we can recommend to do to manage security of these devices? Well, number one is to go back to security basics and remember that we need to have multiple layers of endpoint protection. So let's start out with the traditional, making sure that we have antivirus and anti-spyware on the machines, well managed, and in good condition, always updated. The next step I mentioned earlier is the idea of discovering the machines and discovering what vulnerabilities may be on those machines by using vulnerability scanning technology that works for your organization. Make sure that you know every machine has been patched. Don't leave it up to end users, basic tools, self-updating applications. Know that all of those machines are updated. Know which updates are available. Know that they've been deployed and installed. Know that they're still there and operating. Some of the new types of technologies that you may also look at in helping to control security for mobile devices. Look at device control. Being able to protect data leakage as people are plugging USB memory into their laptops or their PDAs, but also ensuring that malware that is on those sticks may not go into the computing environment is also key. Tied to that, the idea of application control. knowing exactly what's being executed on your endpoints, having an inventory, making sure that only the authorized software that you know is safe for your organization is being executed is absolutely key.